And hello everybody, it is me, Hyper Wars here. Today we are again joined with Nico.
Hello.
And
Good to be back.
I'm happy to be back. And we are back with ERL once again. Now, unfortunately this week we've had a loss of a team. Unfortunately, VTR left last minute. So we, as a group, as an organisation, we decided that we will be bumping the amount of drivers each team has up to 6 drivers. So, with that being said, we have to talk about a few certain things. For example, unfortunately, Rising Phoenix, us, so the esports team, have been deducted 15 points for breaching the rules of drivers and unfortunately signing one last minute due to another driver not racing. So with that breach of rules, Rising Phoenix move from, well, the points are on to a new set of points. So before we get into the drivers, I will just go through the points as we know. Okay. Actually, no, we're just readying up first. Yeah, just confirming so that everyone know we have to ready up and then get going.
Alright.
As Vapor have just decided their driver will have to join later. We were just waiting for Cassox. So anyway, Rising Phoenix drop from 72 points back down to 57. That is 72 minus 15, I think. Me and math man. Yeah. Then that is Vapor and CRT both together with 54 points. In second and third respectively. And obviously if you don't remember the point system, it goes first place 20, second 19, etc, etc. Even if we have less drivers now, we're still going to give the points out that way. Oh, by 2. And also we do have the fastest lap point for anyone in the session, as well as pole point. So, all to play for. Every point counts. Anyway, might as well just go through the lineups for each team. So for Rising Phoenix, we'll start off with them. We have Shadow Lancer, LC Cobalt, Flex Marcel, Legend, Swanee, and Anton Bennett. For TRT, we have TRT James, TRT Kimmy, Pro Mayhem 7, F1 Farth, Fash and Fashings. As well as Brown, I think. Or is it Morgan? I don't know. Who's the other one?
Yeah, it's Brown.
Yeah, Brown. Yeah, he wasn't in the right place in the reserves list, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. Anyway, and finally for Vapor Esports, their lineup is Vapor Reese, Vapor Shay, Vapor King, Morgan, Cassox, and Trench, I believe. Yeah. Ooh. Trench has turned up this week. This is interesting. Anyway, the first few people out on laps here being Brown, Shadow Lancer, and LT Cobalt. Those Legend and Vapor Reese. Obviously, weather is set to clear, so drivers have the free choice of tyres that they can go on here. Now, Nico, what would you say the strat is for today's race at Zandvoort?
When I did it, it was... I'm pretty sure I did a medium to hard, or if it was a soft, it would obviously be... it could be soft to hard, or soft medium, or something like that. I do know that there were a couple drivers that that went really long on their mediums the last time I did a league race around here. So I don't think soft to medium is going to be able to get stretched. But those mediums can go, I think maybe 20 laps or so.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
As I believe we've just had our last driver, Castex, join us. Yes, we have. As we're just currently watching LT Cobalt on a lap here. As he is currently coming up to a person on out lap. I don't know who it is in front of him. It is
Kimi.
TRT Kimi. Well, Kimi's going to have to move over here, as he does very, very well. And lap times you can expect to be, I think, 108s, 109s, probably from the best drivers here.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Maybe high 108.
I really don't see drivers getting to the 107s, but it could be possible. And we do know some of the best drivers in these teams have a chance to put out those lap times. You know, drivers, for example, like Vapor Trench, Vapor Reese, Anton Bennett. I don't really know how else to say. F1 Farf, definitely. I think TRC Kimi could as well. And even Legend. As Cobalt did set his lap first, which is a 110. Shadow Lance of a 114, with Brown of a 111. So we'll move to Castex, who's on a lap. Vapor Trench goes pole with a 109. Vapor Reese puts himself in third on the mediums. A very good lap from him, with 29 tenths behind on the same tyres. I think this could be Vapor's track today. As there's Castex just moving over. Obviously every driver here is going for a quick lap. You know, you want to get the best time you possibly can. Obviously for that fastest lap point. Morgan puts himself in pole. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the time. It didn't come under the bottom for some reason. But two Vapor drivers seem to be fighting it out here for some reason. Oh, and there's a... well... Vapor King's just been taken out by his teammate. I'm unsure who that was.
Yeah. Just on the replay, I just saw that.
That was pretty disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Swanee would be so proud of me. Big up the Swans. Oh, there's also a Rising Phoenix driver out a wing. And someone's in the gravel. Oh, it's Castex. This is not going better than last week, that's a fact. So at the moment though, it is a Vapor 1-2. With Cobalt in third, Vapor Reese in fourth, Swanee fifth, then two CRT drivers in sixth and seventh. Shadow Lancer the last man to set a lap. A few guys on out laps though. Also, some of you may have heard that last week Fashinks got a quali ban. However, due to that being against a VTR driver, not Vortex. Sorry, not Vortex, a virtual racing team. Not VRT, they're VTR. Yeah. Because it was against a VTR and it was a complete accident, I decided that, well, we decided that his quali ban should be removed in just the fairness of the sport. Well, still, it wouldn't be much fun if he had a quali ban, would it? Yeah, it's denying a team one driver who could get themselves some pretty good points here today. As I'm just keeping with Castex to see if he can improve his lap time, as Pro Mayhem has decided that he's Pro Mayhem and has put himself in at 5th place. So Nico, who do you think today will be the driver to watch out for?
I've seen some pretty impressive. Well, I usually say this like all the time, but what's going on?
TRT James has just gone
penalty
right into
Swanee.
Ooh.
I think Swanee's just been penalised for something that was not his doing.
Well, James just went right into the back of him. Yikes.
Yeah, that's gonna
it's gonna really affect both teams there.
Yeah. And the really frustrating thing for Swanee is that's a penalty that can't possibly be removed by the stewards. He just has to deal with that.
Yep.
You know? So it's gonna be
it's gonna be really penalising. As Anton Bennett puts himself in third, right behind Vapor Trench. As Fashinks put himself in sixth as well. Very good lap time from Fashinks there. As I'm just keeping with F1 Farth. I'm not sure what to expect from Farth here. Sure, this could be a pretty good lap time. As Flex Marcel into pole, F1 Farth did slow down at the end of his lap, but I still don't think that would have been enough for him.
You just cut across another driver there.
I think was that him moving out of the way?
I'm not sure. I think it was an attempt to. It was just a little bit of a scary moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, no harm done. As there was no damage, so it's all good.
I'm just keeping an eye on the Twitter chat for the league, just in case TRT do want to make a comment about that one. Let's see, we can use the footage here as an example as Legend puts himself on pole over Flex Marcel by quite a distance. With 3 drivers left to set a lap, being Vapor King, TRT James and Cassix. Shadow Lancer and Swanee most likely are going to have to come back out on different tyres, so is TRT Kimmy. As Vapor King puts himself in second, that was a beautiful lap time. Absolutely beautiful from Vapor King, obviously last week's race winner. And you know what, well done Cassix. Oh, never mind. That was a 1. Oh, it was invalid. Okay. That makes total sense to him. As TRT Kimmy comes across the line for 110 as well. So a lot of drivers in the 1.9s here. It's actually looking very, very tight. Vapor definitely dominating this leaderboard so far. As I don't know who to watch in all fairness. Everyone seems to be just improving the laps here. I think we'll probably go and watch Cassix again. As he's going to use Vapor Reese for Slipstream. Not the optimal position for slips there, but he still used him. As he's going to come up to a train of cars here. And he's probably going to get a little bit of Slipstream off of them as well. As there he goes, using his Vapor teammate. That's great teamwork, and it's put Cassix into 7th. As Vapor Trench also improving to a 109.0. As I'm going to move to Pro Mayhem. Currently for 110.5. I do wonder what he can pull out the bag here today. At the moment, it will be Ryzen Phoenix to take the point for fastest lap. Well, fastest quali lap. However, I wonder if that will stick, as Pro Mayhem will come across the line for a 109.9. That's 10th place. 11th place. As he, well, cements his lap time. Unfortunately, though, it's just outside the top 10. Oh, there's some slipstream there from Anton. I'm not sure which Rising Phoenix teammate that was. It could have been Flex Marcel. It also could have been Shadow Lancer. Anyway, Anton coming around the final corner. Is it going to be a pit lane? Great lap. Great lap. Thanks for leaving me in such suspense. Shadow Lance is going to come through with a 1:11.6. Hopefully he can improve his lap on his next go around. If he has a next go around, that is. See quite a few drivers still in the pits. I think Fashinx will be one of those looking to set a new lap here. With 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go, we could be seeing a lot of fast lap times. Obviously, 4/10 is still the gap between our leader and second place at the moment. But Morgan's coming out for another go. So are many drivers, in fact. Fashinx though, currently the second highest for TRT. Can he... Nope, he's done... Thanks for making me watch all that. Who else is... Morgan's on a lap. You know what, let's go watch Morgan. And here we see the wild Piers Morgan on Twitter. I think our British audience will get that. Unfortunately. It's a very depressing topic. Oh, Flex Marcel improved to a 1:8.9. However, I have a feeling Morgan's going to beat that here with another really good lap time. We'll see a track evolution and the fact that it stays clear. These drivers all have a fair and equal shot at getting on that top spot. CRT James is another driver I'm expecting to really push up the rankings here. However, we just wait and see. Morgan currently looking good though, and it looks like this will be in the 108s. However, will it be enough? Oh, nope, it's a 108.7, and that is second place right behind Legend. And I don't know if Cassius' time is actually right or if he's actually got a 2-minute lap time.
I believe that was...
Oh,
no, it was 109.2.
Ooh. I mean, it was an improvement. I don't know if that was an improvement for him, was it?
It was, yes. Not sure how much though.
I thought he was still in the same place.
I think he barely improved because the lap time that it displayed on the leaderboard was the same one as the one that was on the telemetry.
Yeah.
Or lap data. So I'm pretty sure he improved.
This game, as CRT James finishes his qualifying and will start in 18th. As we'll move on to Anton Bennett as a yellow flag on the start-finish straight, of course. Because why wouldn't there be? At the moment, quite a few drivers on out-laps or on laps. Obviously, you expect that, but this early? I think they're trying to avoid the rush. As our current leader, Legend, is still on a lap, or about to go on a lap. There's also a few people near the back trying to set some faster lap times. Anton Bennett being one of them, as he's about to go... Oh, it's a 1:9.2 as he goes 6th place, very close to Vapor Shea there. Pro Mayhem as well, trying to improve. Currently the fastest driver for TRT. As he runs out of ERS, it's going to be a 109.5. And that puts him in front of LT Cobalt. Brown also improves his lap time. As I'm going to look at F1 Farth.
Oh, Legend improved. Further up. Well,
Wow.
not further up, but further extending his lead.
I just want to know how people are so quick.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary. Turn off line though, all of these guys will be screwed. Oh, F1 fast got invalidated. An invalidated lap. However, it would have been a 1.9.8 nonetheless. Meanwhile, Swanee here is behind a Vapor driver. I'm not sure which one it is, but undoubtedly it's someone in front of him. I mean, that's not really that hard. Ooh, own team roast. You don't see many of those often. Obviously, due to Swanee being here, being a last minute signing, Rising Phoenix have taken a 15-point deduction, so hopefully he can earn that back for us. I say us as in like the team, you know. There's no bias here. Towards drivers, I don't really, you know. It's all fun at the end of the day. As quali is now officially, oh no it's not officially over. But Swanee's going to come through and set a 1:10.1, and that's him in 14th. TRT Kimmy, oh no, not TRT Kimmy, sorry, Brown, confirming a 1:10.0. Vapor Trench, Anton and Vapor Shea all happy with their lap times. Cobalt and Pro Mayhem happy with theirs as well. As Fashinx here I don't think will improve, as TRT Kimmy smashes into a barrier, and that's a 1:9.7. I think Shadow Lance will be one of the last drivers to finish their lap, as Morgan still needs to set his new one though, and Shadow Lance is going to come through with a 1:10.11.1.
Morgan is not going to improve. He's pitting, so I believe that's Legend on pole.
Unless Kasich can improve here. And nope, he did improve.
He does go, yep, P4.
He did improve,
no,
but yeah, which means you're just waiting for Fashinx to pit, to retire. Sorry, meaning it will be Legend who gets a point for Rising Phoenix, Morgan second, Flex in third, Kasich fourth, Vapor King fifth, Vapor Trench 6th, Anton 7th, Vapor Shea 8th, Vapor Reese 9th, and Pro Mayhem 10th, followed by Cobalt, Kimmy, Fashinx, Brown, Swanee, Farf, Shadow Lancer, then James. However, Swanee will be moved down quite a few positions due to his penalty. I actually think, was that the only penalty we had? Oh no, we had a... So TRT James actually got a penalty as well, and so did Swanee.
Yeah.
So both of them got a penalty for that incident. I mean, James, unfortunately, ends up in last anyway. Obviously, they'll have to send footage. As a Legend has just put in the Rising Phoenix chat. Oh my gosh, pole. I didn't expect that. Bit of insight knowledge for you. You know, do love a bit of that inside intrigue into teams. But anyway, here we go for the Dutch Grand Prix, or the Grand Prix in the Netherlands.
Oh, and I appear, Kasich, at least for me, is the official no-name driver of the mystery, as it was the mystery McLaren in Rising Phoenix F2, I believe, a few weeks ago.
All fun times.
Or F1, for me at least, yeah. But yeah, I know it's Kasich, so it's okay.
Yeah, Kasich is that one guy. He's a fun guy. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
This is a meme stream. So So yeah, apparently soft to hard, so it looks like the strat, but soft medium is also possible. Now, if you have an early safety car, which is always possible here, you know, we're going to expect a lot. Anyway, as for tyres, Kasich is for some reason at the back, even though he started 4th. What?
Huh.
That doesn't make sense, but okay, we're going to roll with it. So tyres wise, soft for Cobalt, soft for Kimi, Fashion's on hards. So I'm expecting him to go hards to softs. Brown on softs, Farf and Shadow Lancer on hards, Swanee and James on mediums, and Kasich on softs. So for Kasich, it's going to be a game of catch-up. Whereas for all the other drivers, it's going to be a game of let's just get as many overtakes as possible. Obviously, the guys on the hards want to last as long as they can, whilst being as competitive as they can. You know, don't want to say anything, but assuming that everyone was equal pace, you know, Fashings will want to try and keep in front, as the furthest in front hard driver as possible.
Absolutely.
Whereas, you know, Swanee just wants to be able to keep in front of James. Or at least get in front of the hard drivers and 1 or 2 soft drivers. As we have a few slow runners at the back. Oh, James has spun on the formation lap.
Ooh.
That is not good. Oh, and then he's able to. Yeah, his mediums are going to be a little bit more worn and a little bit hotter too. Not exactly the best thing that can happen, however, it's not all bad. As anyway, it's nice just seeing that line of TRT drivers on my right hand side here. The only thing that ruins it is Shadow Lancer. Anyway, here we go for 5 red lights. They're not on my screen, but they are on the light thingy. And away we go. As it looks like a brilliant start from quite a few people, in fact. Legends somehow, oh dear lord, let's just ignore. Hey, you know what, we're just going to ignore that side of the screen. But as far as we know, Legends in first.
Yes, Legend is leading.
Yeah, it's
Vapor
Legend
and Morgan,
followed by 2 Vapor drivers.
yeah, King and Morgan.
John, I can just look at Race Director, can't I? Nope, I can't. That's also effed. So somehow Fashinks is first. See, we know that's not the case. I can't really tell you what's going on here, because I don't know where people are.
Brown's off at the back.
Okay. So at the moment, I can basically just scroll through this. Oh no, everything's back to normal now.
Alright, good.
As Flex Marcel is trying his way up past Morgan. So Fashings has done a brilliant job to gain some positions on the start, so has James. Shadow Lancer's also gained a few Legend, well, obviously with the fastest lap so far. Farf right on the back of Shadow Lancer, as apparently DRS has been enabled as it's lap 3.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Glitches.
This game. As Kasich is trying his move around the outside of Swanee here. As apparently Flex Marcel is in first and Legend's third. Well, never. Oh dear lord, what's happening here? Just the lobby. Why is it always Zandvoort as well? It's always Zandvoort.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a curse.
Zandvoort is cursed as fuck.
Yeah, and for some reason, on my screen, the marshals are waving blue flags.
Yeah, it's probably because there's blue cars and they don't like that.
Get all the blue cars off the track right now.
Yeah, take out the black ones as well. Whoa, don't take that out of context. So Flex Marcel has DRS and he's just not using it. That's mad. Oh, DRS has been re-enabled. It's now lap 3 again.
What the hell?
We've just done 2 lap 3s, lads. It's all good. Nothing's wrong with the game.
Lap 3 was really lap 2, so it's like lap 2 in disguise.
Oh wait.
Now it's the real lap 3.
It's all lap 3? Always has been.
Always has been.
Cody's. More like cooties. In some other news, Kasich is trying his best to get past Swanee. Good luck with that. He's more aggressive than Kim Jong-un with his nuke button. Take that as you like. As Kasich does get his way past Swanee. And is now finally in front. Overtake mode on for most drivers here as they're probably just trying to catch up to each other. Yeah, you don't want that gap to go over a second, Anton. Cobalt also trying to move up the inside of Pro Mayhem. Unfortunately though, unable to get the job done. He's going to be pressured by TRT James very soon. However, Kasich is already on the back of F1 Farf. Things are looking, well, a bit better for Kasich after, well, he was 4th and now he's all the way down in 15th. Vapor King has overtaken Morgan as well. Those two are fighting each other with Flex Marcel just behind. This could be a bad move from Vapor, have they boxed him in there. And they've done a very good job at keeping him out. It's actually very smart thinking from the Vapor lads to really just pressurise Flex Marcel and make sure he doesn't do anything. As Fashinks, I believe he's out of spin. Do you mind going and check that out, please?
Yeah, he's recovering. But yeah, definitely a spin.
Wow. It's kind of ironic that Flex is in between 4 black and white cars. If you know the meme. If only you know. Wait a minute.
I might know what you're talking about.
The one girl, the couch.
Yeah.
The 5.
God. The first time I saw that, I didn't even know what it meant. I was like, what? And now it's just...
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh no. How could this happen to me?
Oh, Legend has a really big lead already, wow. 3.5.
I literally just looked at the lap count, I was waiting for it to still say 3. I just, you know, you expect it by this point. Oh no, who's spun in sector 1?
Oh, that's Kasich's, I believe.
Ooh. Kasich's been the only Vapor driver currently not in this train. Choo choo. Motherfuckers.
Choo choo.
If not Michael Jackson, if what's his name? The guy who plays Mess Window.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. Samuel L. Jackson was a train. Choo choo, motherfuckers. Swanee's overtaken Farf, who's gone into the pits, along with Kasich. I'm still just trying to keep an eye on this train because this is where most of the battling is. Oh, there's Vapor Reese getting onto the gravel quite a bit. So there's Anton too, who's just gone super wide. This is going to allow Vapor Shea to be able to make a move, surely. Oh, look at that, it's TRT.
Yay, TRT.
Yeah, I just like, wait a minute. There's more. It's funny, it's like I've just been watching 2 sets of cars.
Uh-huh.
It's just like, wait, there's more cars here? I bet if TRT James didn't have that stupid incident with Swanee, he would have actually been up here as well. Which he is. He's currently closing in on Cobalt. as James is the fastest medium driver out on track. That may not be hard because there's not many medium drivers, but still. He's still the fastest, and he's still doing a lot better than some other drivers who haven't pit yet either. As Legend is just still pulling away. Obviously, here's a gap to the drivers behind. Not super important, as long as he can just keep that gap. If a safety car comes out though, his gap will be ruined. As Vapor Reese just went wide again, I think Trench is... He'll be close enough to make a move on the start-finish straight. I just don't know if he'll make it though. And everyone's close enough to make some moves. It just depends how you get the job done. So he'll ride on board with Trench to see if he can make this move. I think he's a bit too far back, unfortunately for him. As Reese goes into the pit lane, meaning he is one of the first of the soft runners to have a stop.
And it's on to another pair of softs.
So he's obviously going soft, soft, medium then. However, will he be able to take the mediums from lap 6? I'm assuming lap 16 to lap 36.
Yeah, it would have to be 20 laps in total on those mediums.
But considering he's only done 7 laps on the softs, me? I don't think it's a 3-stop. I think he's going hards after this.
Huh.
And it's got to be
if
done.
His name was Colin.
Oh god, no, let's not get started on Colin. Please. Please, Vapor are going to put him in the next event, just for tyre management. They're like, nah, screw Cassix, we have Colin. I actually just have a feeling Vapor are going to do that. Just as I've said it.
Oh, here we go. Trench closing on Marcel. Marcel goes defensive.
Wasn't 2 moves either, and Trench dives it in, makes contact.
No damage, but almost a half spin from both of those guys there.
Don't know what to make of that one. But nonetheless, I think James surely has to get this move done on Cobalt soon. Oh, as F1 Farf is out and there's a safety car.
Safety car?
Safety car, which means Cassix and Fashinks could get a free pit stop. How was he DNF'd? How was you DNF there? Like, how did you DNF there?
Might have been contact with another car, maybe. I'm not sure.
Hey, that must be his teammate then, as he was only really with Kimmy. And how has Vapor Shade just lost so many positions? I am confused. Oh, dear lord, there goes Kimmy. Okay, so Legend's going to pit. I think everyone's going to pit, to be honest.
Yeah,
look at this
soft runner.
Box.
Oh, onto the hards for Legend.
Oh, Legend's doing to the... Oh, is that an overtake? Excuse me, James.
Hards for Morgan, hards for King.
Was it just me without an overtake under safety car from James?
I did not see that, but I can review the footage.
Well, Legend's caught the safety car, so that means everyone can now go full speed, but everyone's gone hard as well.
Yeah, it does appear that James overtook Cobalt right before the pit lane. Like, into the pit lane now.
Brown gets a 5-second penalty.
And also, I think he got wing damage off of his teammate as well. He hit the back of his teammate.
Wait, who? James or Brown?
I think James hit into whoever wasn't... James hit into Pro Mayhem coming into the pits. Or something.
Calm as a bitch. Jokes. Okay, so Anton's gained a hell of a lot through this. I don't know what's happened to Trench, but he's gone on another pair of softs. Pro Mayhem is now up into 8th as well. Flex Marcel has ended up in 9th. Shadow Lancer, like, oh, he's just stayed out on his hardest. I have the questions, and there's a lot of them. I just have many, many questions. So many questions, so little time. Man, there's quite a bit of time actually. We've got a whole safety car to go through.
Yeah. I think one more lap, probably.
Whilst I do that, I'll just have a drink. How do you think this lap? Well, the safety car coming. I'm expecting because I think by the time we get to the next like three corners, we should have Brown with us as well. And so at the moment, of the drivers who stayed out, it's only Shadow Lancer. So I personally think Shadow Lancer will be going in about lap 21, 22.
Yeah.
Or maybe up to 27, 28. Depending if he goes mediums or softs.
Yeah.
All the soft runners will be coming in about lap 20. Again, probably 21 going to the mediums. The safety car has helped as it is coming in this lap. There's TRT. Oh dear lord, Legend.
Oh my goodness.
What have we done?
Wait, what happened? Okay, I think that was a bunch of. I think that was lag.
Hoping it was. Oh, Anton's just somehow hit King.
Yeah, I can confirm that was lag. Him heading into the wall there. I thought he overspun the wheels there, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Alright, restart time.
Oh, Fashnix has got a penalty as well. Jesus, a lot of 5S grip penalties here. As I think Legend's been able to get a bit of a break here from Morgan.
Ooh, Flex Marcel spins out of the final corner.
Yikes. That is a zoinks moment. As Trench is going to be on the back of Pro Mayhem. I think Trench will be able to get a move done very quickly here, considering Pro Mayhem is on the weaker tyre. LT Cobble though, still quite close behind. Just have to be careful for Vapor Reese and Trench, who are both on the soft tyres here. And will definitely be trying to make overtakes quick and fast before they have to pit again. Whereas the hard runners won't have to pit again. Unless your name's Flex Marcel, but he's gone to mediums, so. And there's no way he's doing 24 laps on the bloody mediums. What did you think he is, Colin? Huh, don't make me laugh, scrub.
Ooh, Fashnix has gone on at the gone over the gravel at the hairpin there in sector 3.
Oh, Cassix and Brown going too wide in a corner I'm scared to go one wide at. And by that I mean I'm scared to go around that corner, full stop.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Vapor pitting?
Yeah, I believe nope, he's not, as Vapor Trench has finally just got past the man I keep wanting to call Proto Mario. There's a YouTuber I used to watch. Yeah, Vapor Shay is pitting. Maybe the softs can go to the end. Mediums can go to the end. Like, why don't you just do hards again?
Maybe you only had one set of hards. I think in the race you only get one set.
Oh yeah, you do. Shizer.
Yeah.
You don't even get that extra pair you would from... what's it called? From qualifying anymore, because the harder way isn't the best way. As Vapor Reese lets past Trench. Obviously doing the smart move here. He'll let Trench go on and fight Anton, as DRS is enabled, meaning King will be able to push further away from Anton, and will also allow Trench to close in a lot quicker on to Anton as well. Meanwhile, Brown is on the back of Shadow Lancer here, trying to fight for 12th position. Kasuk's also trying to make his way through the pack as well. Flex Marcel sets the fastest lap of today's race so far. I expect a few drivers to beat that, as Kasuk's here trying to go past TRT Kimi. It's a nice little move there as he spins Kimi.
Kimi gets caught on the curb. Plus a little tap, I believe, from the rear wheel to the front wing.
I think we're going to have a look at that one.
It was very, very slight, so I'm not. I personally wouldn't give anything for that, but it was definitely must be frustrating.
There was definitely contact. I just don't know how much. I wouldn't say it's enough to penalise massively. As Vapor Trench is very, very close to Anton. Anton is kind of screwed here, as Brown also overtakes Shadow Lancer. Vapor Trench just right on the back of the German. Kasuk's also gaining on Shadow Lancer. Anton doing pretty well so far, but Trench does have DRS and less overtake mode, unfortunately for him. Anton will survive at least until the start-finish straight, as I'm pretty sure I see an overtake here coming from Kasuk's. Oh no. He thought about it, but decided not to make the move. Will he do it here though? Nope, he's going to save it for another day.
Trench on Anton here, turn one.
Oh, is it Trench this time on the outside? He's tried to go for the undercut, but unfortunately that very high curb at the edge of the pit lane really stopping him from making the move, as Kasuk's inevitably does get past Shadow Lancer. Anton doing a really good job here at screwing over Vapor's race. Because at the moment, Trent's just stuck there. And the more they get stuck behind people like Anton, the closer Pro Mayhem gets, the closer Cobalt gets, you know, TRT James, people who they're supposed to be racing.
Yeah.
Or
the less they can use their softs. Just using up all the available life, trying to get past.
Yep. Pro Mayhem now within DRS range, so he's going to close into Reese. As Trench finally gets the move done. Oh, Anton
contact there.
Anton loses control.
Anton.
Luckily he hasn't lost any of his wing. I don't think Trench has either. No, so Trench is past. Now Anton really can't hold anyone else up anymore. He probably could Reese, but even then it would be awful for Anton as well. Would ruin his race. As Flex Marcel is gone back into the pits. Pro Mayhem though, very, very close to Vapor Reese. Don't see many moves going to happen. Unfortunately, Zandvoort, not a track that's super easy to overtake around. But it's one of the reasons it was picked, because you don't just want fast-paced tracks, you want... Oh, Shadow Lancer's out. Yikes. Hey, you don't just want tracks that you can overtake around, you want tracks that, you know, really do challenge drivers. As is a VSC. Ooh. I don't really know if this is helpful for anyone.
No, it's just going to slow everyone down a little bit.
And
well, someone is pitting. It's Vapor Shay.
So Shay's in the game a little bit.
Yeah.
But even so, I think, if anything, it's just going to allow some people to get closer to others. If you're able to time the VSC correctly, you can get to the end just as DRS is being enabled. For example, Pro Mayhem here, if the VSC is about to end, he could have got DRS. So you don't know how long till it does, until our DRS does come back. We're just going to have to wait for that one, as Kasich gets a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, Vapor King drive through as well for speeding.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, and Reese has just... Wow. Pro Mayhem just gained so much on Reese. That was just... wow. As Kasich's also... Oh, Reese actually had a drive-through as well. I thought it was Shay.
Oh.
Unless Shay does have one too, I don't know.
I think, yeah, no, Shay just came in for a stop, I'm pretty sure. So has Marcel.
And at the moment, Vapor are going to take home most points. Even with Kasich and Shay down near the bottom, just the fact that Shadow Lancer is out, Farth is out as well. You know, and even with some of the Rising Phoenix drivers quite high up there, Vapor are doing pretty well for themselves. They're only at a 3-point difference at the moment due to the penalty the Rising Phoenix got. A lot of things could happen here as... Oh no, King had a drive-through as well. Okay. So a lot of Vapor drivers with drive-throughs. Brown coming in for a stop, so was Reese. Does he get a flag in Sector 1? Who is it?
Oh,
it's...
two cars are off.
Who is it?
It's Kimmy and Kasich.
Oh, Kimmy and Kasich.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, they were really far off as well. Kimmy has damage, Kasich is fine.
Well, I have to ask for a bit of footage here today.
And now Kasich will get past Kimmy quite easily because lack of downforce. But,
we'll just go and look for that battle. Yep. Wow, that's a... That was a very easy overtake as Shay also gets past Kimmy. Vapor Trench in the pits as well. He's going to put on the mediums. I'm going to go 15 laps on those bad boys. Swanee taking his softs more than 10 laps. Well done, Swanee. As Trench will come out just in front of Fashinks by quite a distance. Not much else really going on. Vapor Shay 1 second behind Kasich here. So they'll be able to use each other for DRS to try and re-overtake. See, I see Kimmy going into the pits as well. Now, see, James still needs to pit. So does Swanee. And Fashinks will, along with Kasich. I doubt you can take the hard 26 laps. So, really, I think things will stay like this unless Trench is able to gain up a hell of a lot of ground on some drivers. For example, his teammate King. Meanwhile, we've got a three-way train here between Pro Mayhem, LT Cobalt, and TRT James. Pro Mayhem and Cobalt fighting for position. James just trying to be a nuisance to Cobalt in order to help his teammates secure that 4th position. And in fact, it probably could be 3rd with Anton's 3-second penalty. As Legend is trying his best to keep away from Morgan, James turns on the DRS. He's not going to make the overtake this lap though, I don't think. So it's to be a bit too far back, even for the main straight. As Vaporshare and Cassix have closed in to each other. Ooh, Pro Mayhem with a penalty. TRT James unable to make that move down here. I don't know the difference between mediums and hards on this track. Would you happen to know, Nico?
I do not, but I do know that on that main straight, last lap, Cobalt had 6 miles an hour more speed than James did with DRS and with. Oh my goodness! Big accident. Huge accident.
I don't know if did Pro Mayhem just get hit by Cobalt?
I think Pro Mayhem may have lost control and then Cobalt hit him because he came back onto the track like he lost control.
Yikes.
So I don't think that was Cobalt's fault. I think that was just...
Cobalt doesn't have any wing damage though. I don't know what just happened there, but Pro Mayhem has lost a load of positions.
Yeah,
just from
he's
that
off again. Really unfortunate.
Yikes.
Yeah, he caught on the curve, I'm assuming, and then just spun it, and then...
Cobalt with a 3-second time penalty, obviously not for that incident. But CRT James has got the run in here. DRS and almost all of his overtake mode. He's looking at the move. He's not going to be able to make it. Cobalt just a bit too much straight line speed there. Vapor Trench though will be trying to make a move on Swanee. See, at the moment these two in completely different races. Vapor Reese in... oh no, not Vapor Reese, sorry. Pro Mayhem into the pits. Which is going to be a... it's unfortunate for him because he was doing really well, not just for himself but for his team.
Yeah.
You know, you hate to see things like that happen. Yeah, in all honesty, you want clean, fair races for everyone. The Swanee takes the inside, Vapor Trench going on the outside. Trench diving it in, he's got the line there.
Yeah. Swanee, 13 laps on the soft so far. Very impressive.
I'm talking about DRS as well, for the next for at least here on the start finish straight. So he's going to be able to keep up with Trench for just a bit, even though Trench is on fresh tyres. Oh no, so
Swanee does pit.
Goes into the pits and gets a penalty for corner cutting there.
That's very strange. That will be removed, I'm assuming, because he literally cut nothing.
There is no corner there.
Yeah, it's literally just like...
That's the pit entry. The fuck? Cheers, toadies. CRT James though, closing on Cobalt, and he's done 14 laps on his mediums. Presuming he's going to try and stretch them out to lap 26, 27, again for the softs. Vapor Trench gets a 3-second time penalty. Hey, Flex Marcel's actually overtaken some people. Well done, Flex. And that wasn't condescending. Oh, Swanee went on to some new softs. Wait, what? Do you mind checking to see what tyre Swanee started on? Please.
Swanee started on mediums. So it's a medium soft, yeah.
Wow. I thought he had to go to mediums again. Okay, so Swanee is really in luck.
Yeah. He went 12 laps on the mediums, and then he went 14 on the softs, and he's gonna go 10 on the softs again.
Wow.
At the end.
Just wow.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying
More
Vapor's
on the
going to win.
softs.
I was going to say Vapor's going to win this, but looking at this at the moment, it's looking really, really tight. Fashlink's now in the pits, and TRT James probably going to pit. It's going to be Rising Phoenix, Vapor, Rising Phoenix, Rising Phoenix, Vapor, 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 Rising Phoenix. And the Swanee able to close in on Reese as well with some fresh softs. It's going to be really all down to the guys at the back, such as Shea, Cassix and Flex, to decide those final few points for the second of the 4 races. Legend keeping a gap. Oh, TRT James pits. This is going to mean though that I don't know, will he be out in front of anyone? I think he's going in front of Reese here, you know? It's such a big gap that James has actually been able to beat out Reese from the pits. Wow, and James is going to be on those fresh softs. If he can close on a trench, that is going to be amazing for him and his team. James already hoping to carry those points and spearhead their fight. Ooh, there's almost a spin there from Cassix. Pro Mayhem back into the pits. Oh, as he retires from the session, Vapor Reese, the 3-second penalty to yellow flag in sector 3. I don't know who that is, honestly.
That was from the retirement.
Oh, was it? Okay, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, well.
Swanee's closing on Reese, though.
Yep, TRT coming also in the pits. I think Swanee and Reese is the closest thing we'll have to a battle for the next 2 laps at least. And we can expect Shea to close in on Brown, hopefully. And then from that, I think James might be able to push on a charge. And that's even Vapor King too. However, unsure about Fashlink's closing in on Cassix. He might be able to with Cassix's worn tyres. And he's trying to go 26 laps on those hards. As I'm just going to look up to King here, who's closing in on Cobalt. Cobalt with no DRS able to use. However, he has got a little bit of overtake. He's probably under a hell of a lot of pressure from last week's winner. Vapor Reese was overtaken by Swanee down the DRS straight. TRT James with the fastest lap. Which I don't know who he stole that off from. I believe it was one of his own teammates. But even with DRS, Reese is not getting on Swanee. Well, until the braking zone where Swanee has anti-lock, doesn't have anti-lock brakes. Vapor Shea though, pressuring on the back of Brown with Cassix behind him. Flex Marcel is also closing in on Fashlinks. As Vapor King still trying his best to close in on Cobalt. Oh, there's been an overtake. Cassix has overtaken Vapor Shea, who looks to be going very slowly here. Oh, Vapor Shea's off. Do you know what's going on with Vapor Shea? Because I don't.
I have no idea.
Oh,
he's left the session.
I think he's lagged out. Yikes. Could you invite him back, please?
Vapor underscore Shay. Okay, yeah.
I'm just watching Flex Marcel here as he looks to be trying to make a move on Fashinks. He's going to have to wait till the good part of the track here to actually make a move. He's right on the back of the blue car though. They're going to go side by side. Down the start-finish straight. No turning on each other, which is great. Wheel-to-wheel action. Oh, and you can't go too wide here, but they've still done it, and they've kept it clean, and I love that. I have to admit, even though Fashinks and the VTR guy last week had an incident, they still have brilliant side-to-side action, and I have to say, I am a fan.
Oh, really unfortunate. Vapor Shay has just rejoined, but he's about to get back in the car now, but just after getting overtaken.
Oh, Vapor King tried to dive bomb on Cobalt. Unfortunately, though, it just wasn't there. Cassix is still trying to gain onto Brown, though. I'm excited to see if he can do it. And oh dear God, the session's fucked itself again. Oh no, Vapor Reese is fine. We can see Reese. We know where Reese is. Reese exists. We can confirm. Oh, we can confirm a few drivers exist. Wonder if we've got the gap to leader. Oh no, we don't have any of that. Okay.
Oof.
The Pro Mayhem has left the session after his unfortunate crash. Legend and Morgan have just crossed the start-finish line, so we can see them again. Since TRT Kimmy is a lap down. As Flex Marcel with 3-second time penalty as well. King this time not trying the dive bomb. I think he learnt his lesson from last time. Or maybe he didn't, you never know. As Cassix has overtaken Brown. How is Cassix surviving on 20... Oh wait, everyone's on 21 lap hold hards. Still though. How are they surviving?
That's a lot.
Like how?
Still 4 more laps to go too.
I understand kind of how, but I also kind of don't. So Trench is just banging in fast laps left, right and centre. He has really kept that gap to James. Well, very well.
Ooh, King with almost a half spin there. Lost a little bit of time to Cobalt.
So was it a quarter spin?
Yeah, it was a quarter spin.
Wee. Brown close to Cassix, sorry. As Vapor Reese is still trying to close back in on Swanee. There's a no move done here unless it's a massive dive bomb, but I don't expect that. I know Trench has a penalty, I don't know how many though.
I can check.
If you don't mind, thank you. There's obviously one penalty may end his whole races. It could let, well, it won't end his whole race, but it could let TRT James get through.
Trench has 1, yeah.
1 penalty, okay. I know Anton has a good 6 seconds of penalties, which at the moment is why I'm very focused on this battle, because Cobalt and King could gain a position here. Keeping my eye on these battles. I can see TRT Kim should just go for fastest lap now.
Definitely.
Unless someone somehow crashes, or...
Yeah, King's really close this time.
King's got this, surely. He's going out the inside, Cobalt staying on the outside. They're leaving each other space. This is fair sportsmanship, and yep. Cobalt's forced to yield. Down. King has the position. Both of them are on hards too, so it's just the guy's got better tyre wear, and the one who is faster than that He's king after his win last week. Now, I've said it a few times now, but yeah, he's a proven race winner. What can I say? Like, you can't really say much on race winners, man. Just how it is. Nobody else really close to making moves. I mean, Cobalt still can gain back to King and still overtake him, possibly. Do you mind checking if King has any penalties as well?
Yep. I'll check. Oh,
it's TRT James picks up one up. That definitely means he can't overtake Trench now.
King has... He has no time penalties to be added on, but he did have a drive-through and a 5-second penalty from before.
Did he do the 5 second though?
It was on it was really early on, so he definitely pitted before that, or after the penalty was applied, so he served it.
Okay. Oh, they've raced Swanee side by side, but Swanee keeping the position for now. Fashinx is also being pressured by Shay. Somehow the Vapor guys are using some nitros here. And all your tires are supposed to be dead. What are you doing? They have, what is it? What is it Mercedes use?
DAS.
Yeah. They have DAS. That's definitely it. I bet you they're shouting at their Jeff as well. James, my tyres are awful. Oh, sorry, Jeff, my tyres are awful.
Yeah.
Or Cobalt. Just trying to gain up to King. Those two really, really close now. I think this battling possibly could cause one of them to lose a position, as Reese, is he going to make a move? Is he going to dive it? Dive it, dive it. Oh, Swanee defends to the inside. He sits on the curb.
Legend is about to win. Oh. Last corner now.
Huzzah! I mean, like,
yeah,
will we expect so much else?
Yeah,
go in the pits. Go in the pits. God damn it.
Very well deserved, I'd
Morgan,
say.
though.
Congrats.
Morgan's my drive date, and Fashinx is out.
Fashinx is out. I
wow.
wonder what happened.
TRT Kim, you can't even overtake him. That's a big F. Anton will take third. I think King's going to beat him on penalties, though. Shut up, motorbike. And oh yeah, Jesus, Anton. Yeah, Anton got beat by everyone.
Yeah, so
Cobalt takes third. Yeah, but King also had a penalty too.
So yeah, it must have been that the 5 second must have not been applied then. The game must have been weird because it showed that he pitted after the penalty was given.
Yeah.
So you would think the game would serve it, but apparently not.
Nope. As I think Swanee's going to come home for 8th position. Vapor Reese taking 9th. Oh no, Catholics taking 9th. Reese in 10th. Brown 11th. Flex Marcel in 12th. And Vapor Shay will have 13th. Which I believe does mean Vapor are in theory leading now. As driver of the day, TRT James, I wholeheartedly agree. I also think Morgan and Legend both did a brilliant job too. And the team play from Vapor was very, very good. So I do want to just say well done to them. Now, do you have any final thoughts, Nico, before we wrap this up?
Yeah, just another pretty good race. Yeah, really dominant by Legend. You know, pulled the gap at the beginning, and then after the safety car, managed to do it again. Did everything he had to do, and we had some great battles too. A little bit of drama. Obviously, there's going to be some
incidents,
stewarding.
Yeah,
having to go on after, but yeah, we'll let everyone do what they need to do, and yeah,
Yeah. Now,
good race.
last race I forgot to do this, but geez, a lot of penalties here. We'll stroll down through, but Legend takes the win and the extra point for the pole. TRT James takes the extra point for fastest lap, which will mean he basically scored the same amount as Anton. As we look down the field, you see an unfortunate day for the few guys who ended up either lapped or did not finishing. Do have to feel sorry for quite a few of them, but nonetheless, we move on, and we'll move on to next week's race at Britain. I've been your host, and I will see you next time. Nico, will you be there next week?
Possibly. I'll leave it on that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's up in the air at the moment. So yeah. See you soon, everybody. Thank
Goodbye
you.
all.